All right, so that's everybody. Hey everybody, this is Nimbus Intuition. How is everybody doing? It's 11:22 today. Before we get started, let's get the vibe right. So, all right, this is the time to think about pleasant things, things that bring you a smile. Think about that favorite place, that favorite person, that favorite activity that you like to do that makes you laugh, makes you feel good, brings you joy, whatever that may be. It can be something that's recent, something that you pop in just to bring you a smile, that favorite person in your life, that favorite memory. Think about that. Think about that. Think about the trees and the plants and the flowers, the autumn and the changing of the leaves and the colors. Whatever your favorite animal is, think about that. A nice sunny day at the beach, at the pool. Like, think about whatever it is that just brings you joy, right? Think about the ocean waves and the stars in the sky. Just think about pleasant things, things that bring you peace, things that bring you love, bring you joy, all right? And you there, you there? All right, y'all. All right. So that should set it, right? And so, how is everybody doing out there? All right. It is another Sunday, and I'm going to touch on what I started last week, but just a little bit, because next week we're going into session 1, so it's going to be mostly about the vision board next week. I'm just going to touch on it slightly, but I wanted to talk to folks who are on this journey this month and see how y'all are doing. So anybody who is doing no fap and no nut November, specifically talking to y'all, because the month is coming to a close. Finish line is in view, in sight. And if it's your first time on the journey, if you may be looking at that finish line really, you got a sharp eye on that finish line. So I wanted to talk to you. All right, and everybody else, of course, because we can all benefit from that journey. And if you've been checking out what I've been doing Celibate 69, the 69 tips toward the new year about no fap and celibate journey and its benefits. And so as I go through that, I give tips, according to my own personal experience and observations about what that, means for us who practice celibacy and no fap. And so I want to know how it's going. How many, how many folks are on there? Anyone want to share? So now that the month is coming to an end, like I said, you might be just looking at the finish line, and that's all you have in sight. I just want to encourage everybody who's on there, right? Because it can be, if you're on it for the first time, it can be challenging. And so you can recognize that and know that, feel good that you've come this far. It's not, dependent on how you've been living before. It's how you're doing everything. And so congratulations if you've gotten this far. It's a journey, and, good going if you've made it this far. So if you're only doing it for November, it's a starting point. So everybody starts somewhere. So it's a good thing to start there. But it's like any other fast. You want to start off slowly and get, better at doing it. And so I encourage everybody to continue. And so I kind of recap some of the pointers and tips, because, we all who do this, the benefits are the benefits. And so, yeah. and they don't change. Well, I won't say they don't change. They can. Life changes and we change, and so, but the benefits are there, and so we all can benefit from it. And me, who have been practicing it for a while, you know, I'm familiar with them, so that's why I have been sharing. So I just wanted to go over some stuff with y'all again. Okay. And you know what? I'm here a little bit later than usual because I said let me do U.S. time this week. You know, just because I haven't been on U.S. time for what? It's only been a couple of weeks, huh? But still, I just wanted to go ahead and do some U.S. time. You know, sometimes switch it up, right? And so yeah, so for folks who are trying to figure out what I'm talking about, the no fap and celibate journey. That's when you decide to say no to yourself and fast from sexual activity. No fap and celibacy is kind of different. That's why I split it up in that way, because no fap is not is more for men, because they don't let their fluids out, right? How you doing, Donovan? How you doing tonight? And celibate, you just not having sex. You may be engaging in self pleasure, but you're not having sex with another person. And so it's different in that way. I'm on tips like 40, 41 or something like that. And I haven't gotten there yet, and why the nofap and the holding on to the fluids is beneficial, but I'll get there, you know. For guys though, it's about transmuting energy. I think that's the draw for a lot of people, is to transmute that energy. It's also fasting for people as well. But I've talked about this a few weeks ago. Like I said, I want to do more encouragement, because I already kind of talked about this on the Teatime before the month came in. So I don't really want to go into it too deep. All right, you're doing well, Donovan. Cool. All right. You're in Jamaica, right? How was it out there? How's lockdown stuff going out there? Yeah. And so not to rehash it all the way, just to keep encouragement, because you're almost there. And yeah, just want to keep encouragement. So I wanted to know, like, what kind of the tips that I've shared, you know, what kind of was helpful or not, or is there still some more that is that may be helpful? Like, we got ways to go with the tips that I'm giving. My tips are going to go through the end of the year, so I'm going to be doing the tips all the way through. But transmuting energy is, like I said, the main draw. And if you study Nikola Tesla, he's a good person to study, because he practiced, I believe he practiced no fap, not celibacy, because he did not, you know, he used that creative energies for all of these creations that he created. And so he's good to study if you are looking for some more encouragement on this journey. Go ahead and grab some information about Nikola Tesla and all the great things that he had done while he had been on this journey, because he lived this life. It wasn't a temporary thing for him. It was like that was, you know, he decided to live his life that way. And he just made so many things that we benefit from now. And we still trying to benefit from, because they hit a lot of his invention, a lot of his visionary thinking was hidden away. And so we're still trying to benefit from some of the things he created, and that came through him. And so I would suggest that you go and research, you know, some of his stuff, if that's something that is of interest. and you're still looking for that extra something to get through this last week. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's good going. Yeah. All right, Donovan. So, but besides that, yeah, relationships. That's been on my mind lately too. I guess because I'm talking about these tips and everything. But it's always a thing for me. I'm going to be look. I'm tired of talking about it, but I'm gonna use Thanksgiving to go ahead and bring y'all all the new episodes. Start the new episodes. So come hang out with me on Thanksgiving. I'm not solid on the times yet. I'll let you know the times exactly before then. But I'll be doing like a long series. Like I did it last year. I didn't do it on Thanksgiving, but I did one where I was like on for like 4 hours or something like that. I'm gonna do something like that again on Thanksgiving, and so look out for that. And I'll bring you out the first episode of season 2 for the podcast. Yeah, we got we'll connect. We will be going in about relationships. Yes, I got many things to share about relationships with this journey and us being spiritual beings on this journey and having these relationships when we have this awakening. It's something to consider. Like it's really it is. I'm not seeing like a lot of great differences when it comes to the sexes and the quote unquote battle of the sexes, except that there is a little bit more, I don't know, open mindedness with each other. So, yeah, I'll be looking forward to doing that with y'all and maybe more than one. Chakra Creative. It's another one. I've been sitting on it, and it's time to get sitting on it. Chakra Creative is about the our creative energy, and it's like November while you're on this journey when you abstaining from sex and you abstaining from pleasures of that nature. You should be creating. Like this is the time to create. You should have. I mean, you may have. I'm gonna say should, but you may have experienced like more ideas coming your way and more creative thoughts coming your way. And it's not, something that you should just let go. Like do something with those creations. Like write down your thoughts, write down the things that's coming to you, and actually do something. Um, if you were into sculpting, but you got away from it, this is the time to do it while you have that energy, you're storing up that energy. If you were into dancing or painting or drawing or singing, or I mean creative is not just the arts, the visual arts and stuff. It's anything. If you're a math person, if you're into science, like it doesn't matter the field that you know that's your field of interest. Use your creative energy. It's like now is the time. you know um so yeah, but that's what creative um chakra creatives is about. So I'll just be talking about different endeavors and stuff like that as far as those things are concerned. More of the arts are concerned, and what I'm into as far as the arts are concerned. Yeah. um I got some interesting ideas about things that I've seen. I'm a film person, so I'll talk a lot about films and stuff and how I see how it connects to the awakening journey. Because when you are when you're awake, you kind of see things differently than everybody else. Even sometimes not the intention of what was written and what was created. What you said, Donovan? Oh, you got a curfew? I don't get the curfew thing. Like, what does the curfew have to do with anything? Is the threat different during nighttime hours than it is in daytime? It just doesn't make sense. Y'all know my opinion about this thing. I'm mad that I didn't have a backup. This one video that I did about all of this, I called it Evil Genius Plandemic was the name of this video that I did. But I made the mistake to do a straight video from YouTube, and they stopped me in my tracks. I didn't go public with it, and I kept it private. And in less than a day, they was like, nope, and they took it down. I don't have it at all. But I did do another video repeating what I said. But yeah, it's really interesting. Like, curfew makes no sense. What about traveling, Donovan? They trying to force y'all to take vaccines and stuff like that? Donovan, you in Jamaica, right? I mean, if you sharing, let me know you sharing. Because if you don't feel comfortable with sharing, I won't, go there, whatever. So, um, and so, relationships. That's where I was, right? And so, yeah, it's something. So, Shopper Creative. That's where I was going with it. I'm all over the place, right? Chakra Creative Inner Work Journal. I will be doing some actual sessions with y'all with the Inner Work Journal. So it's just time to do that. And so it'll be some moments to do that. If you haven't yet done that, come join me and do it on Thursday. And I'll be doing that, sharing that with you as well. And, giving my 2 cents and 4 cents and 10 cents as usual about different topics and stuff. I may read. I'm not sure about that. I haven't read in a while. I would wait until December to do it because the quarter that it'll be ending soon, but it hasn't quite ended, so I might be doing some car reading. And y'all know I'm still I'm not considered expert, but I'm very intuitive, and spirit. When I do readings, I mean, the spirit is on point, and so I don't think. I mean, of course, the level of expertise matters on as far as how it flows and everything, but reading is a reading is a reading. If spirit brings the message and you can deliver it, that's what it's about. And so I'm not decided on whether I'm going to do that part with you all. However, I do want to spend some time with y'all. I'm not around. I'm not around family and stuff, so I'm gonna be doing anything. They don't celebrate it here anyway, so I'm not going to be doing any traditional anything for Thursday, and I'm not really into that anyway. Um, the mosquitoes find me for real. I keep, you'll see this is open, and so I got mosquito issues, y'all. So I'll be doing that on Thursday. So like I said, I'm not sure the times, but you will see me live on Thursday for quite a bit. And that's going to include maybe a couple of throwbacks in there or whatever, so that, see a couple of breaks in there and during my time where I'm getting ready for the next thing. Y'all can go ahead and, get a throwback. You can watch a throwback while I'm doing that. So join me on Thursday. I'm thinking it's going to be more like at least 6 hours. I might go for more, but I'm gonna do at least 6 hours, at least. So look out for that. I think I'm gonna put that in my story so y'all can see what time I'm going to go, and then y'all can join me throughout the day whenever y'all, come on and join me and come chill out with me. And that's gonna be fun for me because, you know, to me, Thanksgiving, I love the fact that, besides what we know about the real deal with where that holiday came from and the horrors behind it and stuff. We take that time and we have made it just like we've done other things. We make it into a positive. And so, we don't, we throw out the negative and we focus on the positive. So that's time to spend with family and friends and, have a meal together and spend some time together. It's just a time everybody has off to do that. And so, um, if you're doing that, that's what it's about. Don't think about the negative. We focus on the positive. And so, yeah. So I hope everybody's out there going to enjoy that. And if you are without, that kind of thing going on, it's all right. Come hang out with me. And that's kind of partly why I want to do this. Not everybody has somewhere to go for that day. Some people get really down and out during the holidays. And, part of no fap and celibate journey is finding out about who you are. Hold up, let me look about what Donovan is saying. Okay, you said the curfew reduced social distancing. Well, if you believe the hype, I mean, what is to me, it just it's sad to me to see that all of this is actually working and there's not enough people making noise about what's going on because we can all see the realness of the situation. Besides the fear that we're fed, how many people around you have been affected by this? How many people have you know? I mean, it's the same thing that I said when it first started. I have not, first of all, let me give gratitude because I don't want to, say anything like, yeah, I'm not grateful that I'm well and in good health. Everyone I know is well and in good health. Everyone that I know that they know is in good health. And everyone that, and so forth, and so on and so forth. And that's everybody that I talk to. And so, yeah, it just depends on what you believe and what's going on and everything. But I just don't believe in hype. And I know there's something that was being spread, and we got to watch out for that soon again. But, there has to be something, some element that makes it stick, And so, anyway, I'm just really, it's a frustrating situation. It really is. It seems like people are just comfortable with all of the changes, and it's like no pushback, no, everything is all right because everybody believes what they're being told, and so it's like I'm doing this for your own good. Do this for your own good. It's for your own good. It's like and then come on in this prison. It's for your own good. It's gonna keep you safe. And you can make that comparison. Come on in this prison. You be safe here. Because you will be safe in a prison, right? Wouldn't you? It's locked up, it's secure. You're safe, right? But will you go voluntarily to that prison? Not unless you have a reason to fear that being in that prison is better than being outside the prison, right? And so right now we all have, when I say all, A lot of us have been fed the story of being in the prison instead of outside the prison, and are comfortable being in the prison right now. And so, hey, not taking calls right now. So, it's kind of hard when these calls come in because this person right here doesn't even speak English, and I know that. Well, not much English, I should say. So, we can chat later. I'm trying to let the ring out. So I'll take this one. So yeah, that's how it seems to be. For a lot of folks anyway. I think a lot of folks are waking up and everything, but that's how it seems to be. It's we're doing this for your own safety, and everybody. Well, a lot of people are like, okay, and then what? And then what? And so, yeah, it's just frustrating to see. Um, it is. What? I'm an hour ahead of you. I'm an hour ahead of you, Donovan. Yeah. So, yeah, that's some of what I want to talk about. But I think I'm going to do that more, talking about that issue and something else that I put on my plate that I'll be talking about too. Because like I was trying to share with y'all, and also I'll say more as it gets along because I don't want to be too premature. But I began something here, and the hope is to be a benefit in some way to the community that I'm in, and for the picture that I'm seeing. I tell y'all the way I think and everything. And so that I share with y'all as that goes along with them. Yeah. But we'll connect about, the relationships and being awake and everything. Yeah. But it's frustrating. I'm feeling frustrated because I mean, I'm a free spirit in that way, where I like my freedom. You know, I'm not okay with I don't need the promise of safety because we're spirits, and so this body's gonna go away. And when it does or not, it's not even in my control anyway. So I'm not afraid, and so I'm not fearful in that way where I feel like I need to be safe, and that's what fear is about. Fear is about generating this feeling of insecurity. And so if you are insecure and somebody can tell you something so that you feel secure, then you will go for what you're being told, whatever. Anyway, look, people want to think what they think. I'm good as far as my spirit is concerned. I feel protected. I got angels around me, and my spirit's gonna be fine. So, yeah, yeah, connect with spirit, y'all. I'm tell you, I keep telling y'all, make such the difference. I know I'm gonna be fine. So, and I hope everybody out there is fine too. And it's not to say that nobody that I've not heard of anybody not having anything at all, because yes, people out there with a whole bunch of conditions because we have bad habits. A lot of us still eat bad and unhealthy and have these different health issues. But now a lot of health issues are being labeled with this thing, this so we don't even know what the truth is right now. So yeah, that's what's going on, y'all, and it's interesting. It's interesting. So, but as far as the holidays are concerned, people still having them, and the same thing goes on a lot of times where there are folks out there who don't have a family to share the holiday with, who will be down and out. And so, if anybody knows somebody like that, y'all send them on my live stream so they can hang out with me. I'm not sure I'm doing the call thing because I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know why, but I really gotta be careful with the phone thing. And I have yet to figure that out on Facebook. I know if I get on Instagram, it wouldn't be an issue. I don't think it would anyway. But Facebook is a whole different thing. So, but I'll be live for a lot of Thursday. It's gonna be look, I'm not sure about the time though. That's the only thing. So come on and hang out with me. You don't have any place to go. We can spend some time together and we can just chill out and you can listen to me talk about this, that, and other. I'm gonna throw some different things in there so we can have some fun and spend some time and have our time together and not think about, lack. See, what we want to do is be grateful. The positive side of Thanksgiving is the gratitude. Now, if we stay in gratitude, you can't. It's no way you can be worried about what you don't have and this and that and other. So stay grateful. Stay grateful. Like right now, I'm not, going to anybody's dinner. I'm grateful though. I'm here. Have my, my health. I'm got angels around. I tell y'all, look, I'm good. It's I feel blessed. And so find those things that you can be grateful for, whatever that is. And just don't think about the other stuff. Just stay focused on what you're grateful about. It's about what you have. Don't worry about what you don't, you know. So that's what it is. So Thursday, come hang out with me. If y'all don't have anything to do, come hang out with me. All right. Yeah. So yeah. So like I said, I just gotta figure out the time, y'all. Definitely told with the evening, but exactly like I said, I'll put it through I'll put it in the comments on the discussion on YouTube and on Facebook. I'll go ahead and put it in my story so y'all know exactly the times. And I kind of will go through the listing of what I'm gonna do from hour to hour. Or I don't really want to be that exact, but I'm just gonna put some idea of what I'm gonna be doing, so y'all can pick and choose when y'all want to come and peek in or whatever, something like that, right? So I don't like tight schedules, and that's part of what I want to talk about relationships too, because folks that are free spirits like myself, and I'll say free spirit in my spirit, because with my body I'm not a free spirit, with my spirit I am. Are you a free spirit? We got to do a whole episode on that. That can mean different things to different people. And so in this journey, I just discovered so much. I've had a lot of things go on that it just brings a smile to my face. Like, shadow work aside, shadow work is necessary. And for those of y'all who going through, dark nights of the soul or real, shadow work is something that we all have to do. And it's a continuous thing. And it depends on the cycle that you're in too. But yeah, I'm all over the place tonight. Oh man. So, yeah, I'm all over the place. Let me move out a minute or two. So, look, y'all ever had a thought that just threw you off of what you was thinking about beforehand? I just had that, because I'm thinking about my free spiritness. Because let me tell you, um, I found that in my travels and stuff, I find the same kind of situation when it comes to men and how they kind of come my way and everything, and it's flattering. It's flattering. Um, but the question always comes up, you know, why aren't you married yet? Why aren't you married yet? And I get proposed to. I was telling somebody recently how, in the Middle East, when they propose to you, they'll tell you how many cows they're gonna give you and how many animals they're gonna give you because they do that there or whatever. Anyway, uh, I'm too all over the place tonight, y'all. I'm gonna have to shut this down because I'm thinking about too many things at the same time. Thinking about Thursday and what I want to bring y'all because I will be bringing y'all quite a bit and in an organized way, unlike tonight. Woo! Yes. So, but I always want to talk to folks who might be going through, maybe down and out, because I got a special place because I know that not everybody feels like they have someone. We're never alone, but some folks don't know this. Some folks don't feel this, and so this is one of the times a year where all of the negative things increase. It's bad enough we're going through what we're going through, but people get down and out, um, focusing on, like I was saying, what they don't have and this and that and the other. When it's about gratitude, and even if you're not in an environment that is pleasing to you, you can still be all right. But we gonna work on that. So, like I said, just come hang out with me on Thursday. I might make it 12 hours, y'all. I might make it 12 hours. Like I said, I'll make the decision by Tuesday about the exact times because I really want to be one of the things that's available to folks. That's all. I'm going to be out there just hanging out and sharing and just being there. And so, yeah, we're going to do that. And I probably do it again on Christmas, depending on what's going on at the time with everything, what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna shut it down though, cause I'm like, that's really all that's on my mind. I know I've thought about like 3 topics since I've been talking about, but I want to talk a little about relationships and whatnot. But like I said, I'll be more organized on Thursday and have it for y'all. But yeah, when you are, um, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the free spiritness because of the way that the men that I've come across since I've been here. They come my way or whatever, or come at me or whatever, or flirt, whatever they call it. Um, it just makes me want to do a commentary on that. I will be doing a commentary on. I think it fall into I guess some facts about me. I haven't done that. I think I tried to do that. Well, it's been a couple of years now since I did that, but I think I'll do that too. Yeah, but I'm like those who there's certain folks out there who live in love frequency, and it's not something that some folks call it that because they don't know that's what it is. We're very loving people. We just love. It's just how it is. And so what we attract are people in general. We attract everybody because people can feel our energy. And with this love frequency, you know, people tend to love you as well because you carry around that energy. And so, um, and like I said, I'm going to go into an episode about this, but um, yeah, I love you, but I love you even if I don't know you. And so, if you're around a person with that's living in love frequency, you kind of have to just be grateful about the love because we're loving people and we are learning to love. And it's a beautiful thing. I know I've been around folks who love like me as well. And people are just drawn to that energy. It's a very welcoming energy. It's a very positive energy. And so what tends to happen is, I think it's the same way it can happen with the therapy client situation where um, sometimes the client kind of feels like they may have feelings for their therapist or their counselor because they are giving them help and they're loving them in a way that they're not used to. And so, I don't know, this is on my mind, y'all. Just to know that the love, you can have love and be loved, but it doesn't have to be more than that. You know what I mean? And so just be grateful of the love. You know what I mean? I love you and I'm going to love you. And if that doesn't require anything from you, you know, I'm going to love you regardless. However, it's different once you into relationships and stuff like that. But I'm saying this to say that, you know, just be careful with your heart, right? Because people that have the love frequency and they live in that love frequency, they're just loving people and they just love. It's not personal. It's that we just love. And so while I love you and I'm going to love you, that doesn't mean I want to, you know, do anything other than just be your friend, your associate. Maybe we could, wind up, I don't know, being in a relationship one day, but that's not what it's about when you just love. It's just loving. And so I'm saying this to say that, just guard your heart. Know that there are people out there like that. And that if you take it personally, then that's when you are susceptible to feelings of hurt and pain because we're just being who we are. And it's not that we want anything from you, it's just that we are loving you the way we love everybody. And so be grateful for it and just accept it. And if you want to love us back, that's fine. But just know that it's no requirements to it. It doesn't mean that we want to go and have a relationship with you. It doesn't mean that we want to go and run away with you to, start a life with you somewhere else. It doesn't mean that we don't love our partner, who we usually have, because loving people, we usually are in a relationship, it doesn't mean that we want to leave the person that we are having a romantic relationship. It just means that we are loving, and it's our natural state of being. And so, as this holiday that is celebrated all over the U.S. and in some other countries, I don't know, the U.S. friendly folks who celebrate it around the world, the love frequency doesn't require anything. Love is unconditional. A relationship is not, but love itself is. But just don't take it personal. I mean, you shouldn't take the bad things personal either in life, but when you come across someone who lives in love frequency, you can't take it personally either. Or you'll wind up with hurt feelings that you didn't have to have because someone was just being loving, their loving self. I've been fortunate that I've been lucky and fortunate, and my twin flame has found me, and I think I'm so grateful for that. Something I wasn't thinking about, but my twin flame has found me, and it's so interesting and great, and it's really something you have to experience to know the words for it. And I've tried to put it into words through my poetry, which I have yet to share. I might share some poetry on Thursday too, y'all. But yeah, love is unconditional though, and I love people in general. I love strangers. I love animals. I love plants, and I love living things. And I don't want to kill the mosquito that's buzzing around me right tonight, right? Well, the mosquito might have to get it though, because I'm getting tore up, right? But I'm one of them type of loving folks who I will talk to the plants and the flowers, and to the animals, and to a stranger lovingly. But yeah, so this goes out to folks who come across loving people as myself, and may not be used to that love, and get it twisted in some kind of way. Get it misunderstood in some kind of way. Get the wrong idea in some kind of way when we're just being loving because that's our natural state of being. It's not personal. We didn't see you from across the room and decided to be loving. We just love you just like we love everybody else. That's all. All right? If you have any comments or questions about it, just contact me about it. I'm gonna put it in an organized little episode or something, so I can kind of really go through it, because I think it's really on my heart, and I wanted to share because it's on my heart. And when something's on your heart, you really I think it's God inspired. Love is unconditional. And so just allow loving people to love. It's not personal. All right? So don't get your feelings hurt, and know that you can love, and we can love each other without any expectations. All right? And I've repeated myself about 10 times now. So I'm going to get ready to go. Um, the book. Okay, let me transition to this book here. Now, who all of you who have done the exercise, the scripting exercise, the scripting exercise, if you've done the exercise, beautiful. You've written 3 stories about what you want to see at the end of 2021. So what you're going to do with that is, and this is why I left it to the end, because it's not really, I'm going to go into detail in the book. Pre-order it now. Contact me. I'll send you the information so you can go ahead. I'm still just offering it for the shipping, but that's going to change. So go ahead and jump on that right now. What you're going to do with that is it depends on what type of person you are, because we learn and we ingest information differently. What is your best type of ingesting information? Are you a visual person? Are you an auditory person? You like to hear information? Or are you visual? You like to read information? So it depends on which type you are. If you are a visual person, it's best for you to read what you wrote. So you want to take that what you wrote out, and maybe do it, I'm gonna say once every couple of days or so, but you want to gradually up that. So get in the habit of going through those stories and reading it back to yourself. Okay, and I hope you were detailed enough to know, you have your name in there, and you're describing yourself and being very detailed. So when you are reading it, you got those visions, and that's when we get to the vision board. You will connect with the vision board, so that as you read your script, you're going to be visualizing it at the same time, and all of that is going to become part of your vision. So without thinking, all of that is going to be a part of you. All right. If you are an auditory person, you want to read it out loud. Okay. You want to hear the words, if that's your best way of ingesting information. Okay. And so just get into the habit of doing that. So it doesn't have to start right away. You can wait for the vision board. Like I said, session 1 is next Sunday. And so, but that's session 1. We're going to have at least 2 sessions, maybe 3 before it's done, depending on how big you're doing your vision board. You can finish a small one in 1 session. I think we took 3 sessions last time. And so I'm anticipating at least 2 sessions. All right. And that's what you do with that. And so pre-order Woke Vision, a new way to vision board. Like I said, right now you can DM me, contact me, and I'll be putting information out there, because that's going to happen soon. But and I'll definitely be talking about it on Thursday again. But go ahead and get your pre-orders in while it's only for shipping and handling. That will change. Okay. And I'm going to shut this down and give y'all some love. And just everybody out there who needs somebody to hang out with on Thursday, come and hang out with me. All right. Yeah. And so anything that I forgot, just look out for a story on Facebook or the discussion on YouTube. Okay, for about Thursday. And that's about it tonight, y'all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me. Shout out to Donovan. Shout out to Ketis, and I'm trying to think of some names. And I gotta write a list, y'all. I'm gonna do y'all shout outs on Thursday. I'm gonna shout y'all out all day on Thursday. Everybody who rocking with me on all of the stuff that I'm on. So I'm like, I got a lot of folks to go through, and so yeah. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining me. You still can go and subscribe and see all my videos. And I've been hesitant about Patreon. Patreon might happen on Thursday too because there's so much going on. It's just a nice place to put everything, right? And so, but I'll let y'all know, right? But Thursday will happen. Look out for the details. Like I said, I'm sending it through. Just look out for it. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate y'all. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. Stay positive vibes. Positive vibes. Just think about those things that make you smile, feel good, laugh as much as possible. All right? We all got all the stuff going on, but we all can stay as positive as we can. We can control that to a certain point. So go ahead and do that. All right? Say no to the fear. Let me give y'all some love. And I'm going to see y'all on Thursday. If not, well, you're going to see me on the tip. So make sure you check out Celibate 69. Yeah, I got to get another tip out there today. Actually, I'm going to do that before I get out of here. So it's going to go a little bit over. But I'm not going to forget about the love. I can't leave without the love, y'all. All right, so we are on tip. Oh, my goodness. What tip are we on? 40 or 41? I gotta check because I don't want to mess up and look. I'm gonna have to do it all over again. Look, we are on tip number. I just saw it. You've been having technical issues lately. All right, hold up, y'all. I'm gonna do it before I'm getting off of here. So we on tip number 41. Tip number 41. Hold up, y'all. All right, let me do the whole spill, y'all, because I'm about to post this after I get off of here. Yeah, tip number 41. All right. This is Celibate 69. 69 tips toward the new year on no-fap and celibate lifestyle and its benefits. Today is tip number 41. Get to know yourself spiritually. Now, spirituality is a big umbrella. We're spirits in these bodies, and so, my opinion, everyone is spiritual because we all want to know who we are. It's a question that we have from the time we're young. But in practicing our spirituality, there's so many different directions that we tend to go, mostly because we go by what our parents are doing most of the time. But as we become adults and we get older, we veer off sometimes from what our parents have done. When we get new information, when we get different spiritual experiences and come to know ourselves spiritually, as you know, as we get to know ourselves, we get to know more of our spirit. So spirituality can be it can be complicated sometimes. It can be something that we ponder for the remainder of our lifetimes even. but it can be a big source of energy that we use in that effort, depending on where you want to go with your spirituality. On No Fab and Celibate Journey, you get to focus on your spirituality like no other time, because it's that time by yourself, time alone. And that time alone is what you need to connect with spirit. Whether you want to be in religion or without religion, connecting with spirit is something that we all will do. We want to know where we come from, who our higher power is, what we believe in. And so that's something that we want to figure out before we get into relationships, because it can be a big source of conflict sometimes if we're on different spiritual paths. If someone is practicing one religion and the other one is not practicing a religion, if someone wants to believe in a higher power and another one does not want to believe in a higher power, it can be a really big source of heads butting if that is not something that is talked about and discussed prior to getting a relationship. But even more than that is knowing where your spirituality is, because we change and we're ever evolving, and so we all have a journey we're going on. And so while we're on No Fab and Celibate Journey, it's a perfect time. The perfect examples of this are in every culture, in every religion, just about. All of our spiritual leaders, well, I'll say all of them, but a lot of the most devout spiritual people are those that do not engage in sexual activity. Those are our monks, our nuns, our priests, and those are just to name a few. And those are usually the most devout people who's practicing spirituality. So it's connected, and we can see that with these folks who they take vows of celibacy to only practice spirituality. However, when you're on No Fab and Celibate Journey, you may not be at that level where you don't want to engage in sex ever again. You just want to get to a point and a place in your own journey to know what you want to do spiritually. And so it's up to you. And that's what it's all about, knowing who you are. And in that, you can learn about what it is that you want to do spiritually, and how you want to connect or not to your higher power. And that's what we can do on the No Fab and Celibate Journey. And that's tip number 41. You get to know yourself spiritually. All right, y'all. Love and gratitude. I'm so choked up today, y'all. I think when I talk, the more I talk, the more choked up I get, y'all. All right. So I hope that wasn't a ramble that time. I felt a little bit rambly, but anyway, let me get over here, y'all. Let me give y'all some love. Again, let me give y'all gratitude, and I'm gonna see y'all definitely on Thursday. Look out for the rest of the tips throughout the week, and I'll see y'all then. Okay? Give me some love. All right. All right. See y'all soon.